Welcome to my Stories Red channel. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, please like and share your comments. We make new videos with interesting stories every day. I want to ask my M34 business partner, F31, to be with me romantically. How do I go about changing the context of our relationship? Background: my childhood friend and I started a business together right out of college. We worked our asses off and became fairly successful. But we put our hearts and souls into it, and because of that our social lives suffered a lot. She was always better at balancing than I and had a long-term boyfriend until about 7 months ago. They broke up, in part because he said she always prioritized the business over him, though they were also long distance at the end, and that also played a role. She showed up at my house crying. We hang out, drink wine, watch movies. I'm chronically single and tipsy, and she was now single and tipsy, plus neither of us had had sex in a while, and one thing led to another. We agreed the next day never to discuss it again. We didn't want to fuck up everything we've worked for or our friendship. Well, this wasn't to be because she ended up pregnant. 0 scares with the ex. 1 night of drunken sex. Bam, pregnant. We discussed abortion, but she decided not to go through with it because she was concerned she wouldn't get another chance to be a mom. We agreed it could happen with someone far worse. We're already pretty irrevocably financially tied anyways, and we get along better than most people who actually tried to have kids. Living together just made sense. I have a house I inherited that's bigger than what either of us could have afforded just on our incomes, so there's room for each of us to have a bedroom plus a room for the baby. We spend most of our days together anyways because of work, so living together actually made that easier. Now we can carpool. We have separate rooms, though we have been intimate since she moved in and sometimes share a bed. I want to be with her, but I don't know how to move to that step. She's literally next to me asleep in bed. We go out to dinner together, spend most of our time together. I just don't know how to move that into a romantic context, or even if it's a good idea. I mentioned it to my sister, who blew up at me and accused me of trapping her, and said that my partner would think I'm asking just because she's pregnant. But the truth is that I think I've always loved her, but I didn't want to admit it because she's way out of my league. So, what do I do? How do I change the context of the relationship when we're already so, financially, living together, family, etc., intertwined? Short update because I'm supposed to be working. And I don't expect this to get attention because my original post didn't, but I don't know who else to tell. The day after I posted originally, I told her I'm in love with her, and asked her on a real date. It went well. Really well. So easily and just good. And she slept next to me again that night. I got to kiss her in public. She said it felt like our little family was right, and it really does. It feels like everything just sort of snapped into focus. I am going to take everyone's advice and not just spring a marriage proposal on her out of nowhere, but I want to marry this girl and have more babies with her. Because everything just makes sense now. And yes, she said she loves me too. Edit, because people keep asking. We've done paternity testing and this is absolutely my baby. Comments: I'm having a baby with my lifelong best friend who lives with me, spends almost all her time with me, and also we often sleep together. Do you guys think she might have feelings for me? I read the post and thought, well, the good news is, you don't have to do anything at all. Pro tip: if you live together, have a baby together, and are actively sexually intimate, she likes you and is having a relationship with you, 'cause if she didn't like you, you'd live separately and be paying child support. I was reading it going, OMG, this idiot is so adorable. Back when my husband and I were just friends, that guy couldn't take a hint either. One day I snapped and leaned over and kissed him and he about had a heart attack. Found out later he'd been determined he was in love with me for 6 months, which, at 14, is a hell of a long time, but he thought I was just being nice. Dude, we were holding hands and I was regularly sitting on your lap.